And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, Facebook, and X for the third week in a row. So, all you new X fans, appreciate you guys watching. And we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
And this is Ambishun of Black Cup.
What's going on, everybody? It's just us two today. I know. Actually, we wanted to start doing more of this because we get actually pretty good feedback from the clips.
Because he misses me.
But we got a lot going on today. This is gonna end our year off for 2025, enter 2026, and we got a lot going on. So a lot of things have happened. We've we got the ad. We still up, right? Okay. We have an MMA fighter coming back in, the Barbarian. He's coming in for the second episode, and the third one we have a DNR. So they should be some really good episodes to end our new year off. We want to end it with a bang. So I just wanted to first I want to thank everybody for watching. We have really hit numbers, dramatic numbers in this last few months than we ever have in this year. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Our Facebook fans have really, even you trolls, I love you guys too, man. You guys are making us money just by you guys basically work for us. Appreciate that. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we're looking forward to the new year, and because we've done a lot. We've done a lot this year. We've done a lot of changes. A lot has happened, and now we're making new moves, and I think you guys are going to be seeing some really big things happen this next year. What do you think, Ambishun?
No, we got some real good stuff coming up, man. It's just a blessing to be able to see things grow from one space to the next, and staying focused, and even when you feel like, damn, this is too much, just to keep pushing. But it's some stuff turning around for sure. The tables are turning, so I'm grateful. That's for sure.
Yeah, we have some good stuff coming up, guys. So stay tuned with us because I know right now we're the biggest podcast in the Inland Empire right now. I can't say LA. I mean in California, because we got some big podcasts in LA. We got a lot. We have a lot. We have to. We compete with, in a sense. I'm not really looking to do that. It's just if we're looking at numbers, that's what I'm talking about. But I really have a lot of things going on, and I have a lot of new ideas, and I think that we're gonna really hit big numbers next year. Numbers matter because that makes us money. So it's time to make money now. And I know JV Media. Shout out to JV Media, Vernice, and
big shout out.
Yeah, and St. John. It's been past a year, right, guys? It's been over a year now since you guys been in, huh? Yeah, so they've been here over a year now, and dude, we're killing it now, and we could talk about anything from business to sports. Well, I mostly talk boxing or MMA. I know you're into everything.
And he can't fight at all. I'm just playing. I'm into everything. I just whatever's on the table, I'm gonna adjust to it.
And we like talking about chicks and horrors, so that's always a good topic.
I'm glad you said chicks and whores.
Yeah.
So you gotta balance, man. You're maturing a little bit. Look at you.
I've always seen them as chicks and whores. Just more whores lately. Like when you're like balancing it, like, okay, is this girl on the chick side or the horse side? They always end up. A lot of them end up on the horse side.
Did we share the link for this?
No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
You do it first. I'll talk, and then you do it first, and then
they might be tired of you talking. Let me see.
They love when I talk. I think they love hearing me talk. That's why.
Maybe if you put a little bass in your voice, they might like hearing you.
Hey, I actually got a lot of bass in my voice just because your voice is so damn deep. All right. Usually my voice is the deep one, dude. And then you showed up on the damn pod. And
Hey, this was
sounded like
destiny, man.
that sound like Barry White over here.
This was complete destiny.
And I was like, all right, fool, you can't have a deeper voice than me on the pod.
Let me go and find our.
But if there anything you guys want us to ask the chicks and whores at 8:15 tonight, shoot them in the comments. Huh? Sounds like a restaurant. Chicks and whores. Yeah. If there's any specifics you want us to ask them?
Over at Chicks and Whores, we got poles and daycare.
Yep. And that's what they need, too, because they're all mamas, single mamas.
Damn.
Oh, let me get this post up, man.
So, yeah, so we have some big things coming up, guys, and we're looking to get some sponsorships right now. I have a couple people helping me out with that, so I'm hoping we pull in a sponsor soon. And I'm not gonna even say them like then what are they even at, because it doesn't even matter until it happens. But we got some things going on. We have a lot more people that want to help co-host on some episodes, specific ones or something. Like Becky Lou wants to come back on, old school Becky Lou, to co-host on an episode. She has a guest she wants to bring on. That was a great podcast. That was one of my favorites. So that's something we could talk about too. What's been your favorite podcast we've done since you've been here, Marquis? What's been your favorite one?
My favorite. Let's see. Hold on. The link is posted. I just posted the link now, so we're good. Let me just post that and share it. Oh, shit. You got me thinking now. My favorite.
Okay, what's your favorite DNR that we've done? How about that?
I don't know. I kind of like all the DNRs because it's interesting to get the different perspectives of some of these people and to realize how smart some are and how stupid some are. It's interesting that people think they're super intelligent and they have the brainwaves of a turtle. I like all the DNRs. You just get to see a different side of people. Some of the questions that we get to ask, it's like they're not expecting it.
Nah.
So it's fun. Like you really get to see people at a different level with the DNRs. They show their true colors that they try to hide. They'll make up something and say, "Well, this is me," and then when you get to talking, you see exactly what they weren't.
I don't even think that they've thought about any of that stuff too. That's a big thing. Is I don't think they've even thought about the questions that we've asked them.
Nope.
And like you said one time, you said this, and I really think that's like a bullseye, dude. Is when you said they look at social media like the Bible. These women, well, people, not just women, either. They look at social media like it's the Bible. Like that's the say all be all thing. And we grew up in a different era, so we don't allow that to kind of like take over who we are. But a lot of these people, they grew up on that, so that's all they look at it as what's law, what's word, what's the best thing to do. There's something wrong with being like what society is telling them to be.
I think like even trying to figure out what episode might be my favorite, I don't think I can really pinpoint one because like you said, the way that we view social media, like I had a conversation earlier and we were talking about social media and how people take what you post and it's literal. Mm-hmm. I feel like social media is a playground. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can post something to be talking about somebody for sure, but sometimes you can post something that has nothing to do with anybody around you, and now the shoe fits whoever's looking at it now. But because you know them, it seemingly relates to them. And now
they get all mad.
This is Bible, and it's what it is. But sometimes it's not even about that person. But it sucks because I can say something about alcohol and somebody being super, super drunk. And we had an episode where you were super, super drunk. And you're like, damn, Ambishun, Marquis is talking about me. He's talking shit. But in reality, I had an experience last night that had nothing to do with you and what it was. And it happens a lot. So people take social media, and I get why, but it is a Bible for a lot of people.
They're super sensitive, though, now. Like, I look at that, too, is I really don't want, I mean, it's great that we're on the podcast. We're able to talk about that. But in reality, I'm fine with not being associated with them. Like, if they're like upset about it and they're like mad at me, well then fucking bounce, dude. I don't care. I think it's fine, for them
But
to
I don't want
just,
them to bounce. Keep talking to me. I like the conversation. I like the
well,
engagement.
well, that part, yeah, on the podcast. After the podcast is done, I don't want to talk to them anymore.
But even outside of the podcast, I get the engagement. It's still because there's some stuff that we talk about sometimes. I leave, I'm like, damn, I didn't say this.
Oh yeah, I do
Shit,
that too.
I didn't say it. Oh, I could have said this. And I think about it, but when I have these outside conversations with family, friends, my girl, and different things that I have these conversations with different people, it's kind of dope because it's like, damn, I get different perspective because people are actually watching this. So when I'm talking to somebody and they're like, yo, I didn't agree with all of that. This, or you're an asshole, or Jacob's an asshole, or this, or whatever the case might be. It's like,
I get that a lot. Huh?
So I'm like, well, tell me why you feel that way. Tell me why you think I'm an asshole. Tell me why you don't like Jacob. Oh, Jacob's a chauvinist. Like, it's you get these different perspectives from people, and I just think it's dope. Like, we have a platform that's sitting in front of people. We get new fans. We get people that hate us. We get people that like us. We get people that adore us. We got it's a difference in what we're putting out there. The one thing that I think I want to be able to do, I want to be able to create a shift because what we're doing now, we create a lot of ruckus. Mm-hmm. We definitely create a lot of ruckus. We create drama. We create some of those things. I want to be able to take this platform that we have in front of us. I don't want to stop creating ruckus because I like being petty. So I don't want to stop it, but I want to take what we have and I want to be able to create a more intellectual platform. I want to be able to have real engaging and thought-provoking conversations with people. And it's like, damn, I didn't realize looking at you that that's how you are. You're a whole different person. You dress like this or whatever, but you're actually fucking smart. You're actually intelligent. You can hold a decent conversation. I want to be able to hit that level on a platform with things with different individuals. So
what I like to do is I don't like to lay all my cards on the table. And in reality, I like to be underestimated. I like to be underestimated. I want to be looked at as I'm not like foolish. I'm cool with it. I like it. I don't know why. It's just, dude, so many people have underestimated me in business to the point where they try to fuck me over and I fuck them over bad. Like, so I already have I don't lay out all my cards.
So do you do what you do as far as aiming to be successful to say, I'm gonna show you, or is it just you just want to be better for yourself?
Myself. So like I enjoy business. Mm-hmm. Like dude, I don't know what it is. I love it. Like I love every piece of it because it's trying to figure out things. And once you see things from a different angle, it's hard to unsee it. So when I see all these people like complaining about life, mm-hmm. and I'm like, dude, I wish, like, I'm not trying to be like rude about it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm like, that's so simple-minded to be upset with this. When, dude, I want your problems. That's what I'm thinking. I want your problems, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, see, like, I don't want nobody's problems. Yes, some of my problems are heavy as fuck. Like this year, 2025 is slapped the fuck out of me. Like, I don't even know how I'm still standing. Well, actually, I do. It's the grace of God. This year has done so much damage to me. And when I look around other people, and people do have seemingly lesser problems, their issues don't seem like they can go and be magnified next to mine. I think I'm okay with what I've had to deal with, because if I didn't go through the things that I've had to go through in 2025, I don't think I'd be who I am right now. Yes, if this shit had have happened to anybody else, they might have given up. They might have unalived themselves. It could be anything, because the stuff that I've had to deal with is crazy. And at the speed that it hit me, I did not understand how I was still able to stand and show up and smile and laugh and joke and talk shit and shake hands and give hugs. I didn't understand it, but I was okay. So the things that I've had to deal with, I don't want nobody else's problems. My issues that I've had, I'm actually okay with it, because it built a certain level of resilience within me. It built a certain level of appreciation. It built a certain level of, it helped me to realign with a lot of different things. It gave me a new respect, not just for my life, but for life around me. Losing my grandmother on October 24th was probably one of I think that might have been the blow of all blows of 2025. had to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas without my grandmother. And I think Christmas was probably the hardest. I had to smile. We hosted Christmas, and I had to smile. I had to laugh, joke at everybody, all of that. But inside, I was fucked up. But I only say that to say that everything that I've had to go through this year, it's only making me stronger. It's only making me want to go that much harder. It's only making me want to attain the goals that I've set out in front of me. It's only making me want it more. Even in the moments where I feel like I can't do this no more. I don't know how I get up some mornings. No clue. But 8 o'clock, 8:30, sometimes 7 o'clock, I'm up every day. Clockwork. Trying to figure it out. It's hard. When your mind is full of shit that you've been through and you're trying to figure out, damn, what's going on, you can't always think about the smart moves and what you got to do to make sure that the food is on the table, your bills are paid. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah.
I want my grandma. I don't care about none of these bills. I give all this shit up to have her back.
Yeah. Makes you think of what's really important in life.
Yep.
I feel like I had an awakening on that too this year. I feel like this year, I think that, man, putting a mirror in front of yourself is crazy. And I think how else more of a mirror can you have in front of yourself when you have your own business and everybody's looking to you for what's going on.
Yep.
We have a podcast where I'm clipping every day, seeing how I act, how I do things, how I speak, and all that. I think the podcast is a real big reason why I'm not going to be drinking anymore. So I had to put a mirror in front of myself, and I think that that I learned a lot. That I'm training again. I sparred yesterday. I'm back in training. I'm going hard. The only thing that ever stopped me from training was alcohol, was drinking. The only time I ever stopped, took breaks, is because I would be drunk for a few days, and it would be hard for me to go back. I'm not drinking now. So, I mean, this whole thing is just, everything's changed me, and I've been working harder than I ever have these last few months, but I've been working on developing both of my businesses now.
Question. In both of us laying shit on the table, the adjustments, the awareness of things that are around us a little bit more. For you, you said that you have not had a drink in 3 months, right? It's 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you do for 90 days becomes a habit. Anything. So you've trained yourself mentally, you physically adjusted. What do you think was that defining moment 3 months ago to say, I can't do this anymore? Most people don't know how to stop. They got to go to AA classes or it might be they got to end up in jail. But what was that defining moment for you to say, I can't do this anymore?
So business is tough. And what I like to do is I like to escape my problems with alcohol, or escape reality, no matter what's going on. I think that it was a lot of things collectively. The mirror in front of me was really frustrating. I hated it. I hated seeing me all trashed and things like that. That was a lot. But I went to pick up my kids drunk, dude. And my kids were pissed at me. So I didn't get them. So I went home. My kids were mad at me. And I've stopped drinking before. I stopped drinking for a year. I stopped drinking for 6 months, 4 months, things like that. But the thing is, though, it was hard because I knew at some point I would drink again. So I wasn't stopping for good, I knew at some point I was going to drink again. And but this time around, my son was mad at me. We talked. My daughter was mad at me. We talked. I promised them individually that I'll never drink again. So that was my whole thing. I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I shook my son's hand, and my daughter made me pinky swear to her.
So it's one thing to say, I'm not going to drink again. It's another thing to say, I'm going to slow down on my drinking. I'm going to control this.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that I make the proper adjustments. To say and make a promise that I'm never going to drink again, how do you sustain that? Because you and I both know I can attest to what I've seen in you with the alcohol.
Exactly.
But also I can relate to it. I think I told you before about what was my turning point with the alcohol. I was a functioning alcoholic at one point. I was dealing with so much, and I felt like alcohol was the only way that I can seemingly escape from everything that was around me.
Yeah.
I had bought a car. I had the car for a week. I wrecked my car. I ran into the center median on the 10 freeway. I was literally right before my exit at home. The story that I told everybody was I got cut off on the freeway, and I ran to the center median. No, I dozed off drunk as fuck and hit the center median.
Yeah.
That was one. 2 weeks later, I'm supposed to be meeting my buddy, my boy RJ, at the casino at Salmon Well at the time. And I'm like, I'm too drunk. I can't make it. I can't make it to the casino. I got to go home. Mind you, I'm 9 minutes from the casino. At this time, I'm got my house in Beaumont, so I'm 30 minutes from home. Then get smart, just go to the casino, sober up. No, I turn around and head home. I get back on 215 freeway. I don't know how long it was. I wake up in the middle of the freeway in between 5th Street and 2nd Street. Wake up in the middle of the freeway, car just stopped. Don't know what happened.
Damn.
So those two incidents for me was what was a turning point for me.
I had a similar instance to that. I did things similar to that. So I should have had, I got a lot of DUIs. I should have more.
I hadn't gotten one by the grace of God.
I didn't even care after I got them. I just kept doing it. I just didn't care. I was like, I feel like I literally was like a dog off the leash. I just didn't care. Nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't give a fuck. That was my thing. but I think I started going to church again. I started reading and praying and really trying to give my life back to God. Watching me on the podcast, watching things on the podcast that I do and different people that come on and you know, all that, I see, I'm forced to see myself, see the things I don't like. And I'm like, why not try to fix everything you don't like in yourself now? Why not be the best person that you would want to be? Like, who would I want to be? Now be that person. That's how I'm looking at myself right now. Like, I'm going to be that person. I don't care anymore. And my kids are a big factor in that because I'm really close to my kids. So that's a really big factor in that. And I really love them. And I know that they love me unconditionally.
Our kids pay attention to us.
Bad, dude. Yeah.
With all the stuff that I've been going through, like a lot, you know, a bulk of it. When my grandmother died, it hurt, of course, naturally. My son called me, and now, mind you, I don't think, oh, my kids are seeing everything I'm doing, because I'm thinking, you know, when I'm drunk, I'm not around them like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not around them. They don't know the bad things I've done when I've been drunk. How the hell I get home? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I know how the fuck I got home. Where the fuck is my car at? My car's in LA somewhere, and I stay in hiding. What happened? They don't know these things. And my son called me, and he was like, "Hey, Dad, I love you." He was calling me a lot more regularly than he regularly does. So I'm like, all right, you know, he's calling a lot. You know, I appreciate it. And then he called me. He said, "Hey, Dad, can you not drink?" In my mind, I'm like, "The hell are you talking about? I'm good." I was good because I had already made my decision. Bullshit that happens in my life. It's either alcohol or sex. Those are the two ways that I would drown myself.
I think our era, that's how our era is. I really do.
And I got to a point where I had to discipline myself. But my son saw whatever he saw, and that simple call, he was like, "Hey, Dad, can you not drink?" Mind you, my son is 19. He'll be 20 in a few days. And he was like, "Can you not drink?" And I'm thinking to myself, you've never really seen the shit that I've done. Where you are you talking to your mom or something? Where are you getting this from?
Yeah.
And it was just him genuinely seeing some of my patterns when I've lost people, when things have happened to me, and how I literally have drowned myself in alcohol to the highest level. And I was like, damn, I don't want my kids to see me like that. I don't want my children to see Dad as that person that he runs from reality.
Yeah.
Death is inevitable. Everyone's going to die. It definitely hurts. But why do I got to go drown myself in alcohol to escape reality? Because I don't want to deal with it. No.
And then you got to think, would your grandmother want you to do that?
Nah.
What would your grandmother want you to do?
She'd beat my ass.
Yeah. So that's what I mean, you know. I think my kids are very important in a lot of decisions I make. And I love that, actually, because they're pure-hearted. And I look at them, I'm just like, dude, this is going to be. And honestly, it's been the easiest time for me so far. Yeah, I've had times I want to drink. But overall, dude, I'm cool. Like, I feel good. That's not a problem for me. It's switched off. You know, so JV Media is on there. They said top 3 guests of 2025. Who are your top 3 guests of 2025?
Top three guests.
I like that one.
Shit. Okay.
I'll say one right now.
Go ahead.
One of mine is Jeff Hamilton from Dad Academy.
I like that for sure.
Yeah, he's one of the top 3.
I'd have to put him in my top three. I would have to. What up, Jeff?
Shout out to Jeff, Dad Academy.
Yeah, I'd have to do that.
Who's one for you?
The young kid.
Oh, Maxo.
Yes,
I knew you were thinking him.
Maxo.
Yeah, he was a good one. That's one of your top ones.
I like where that was at.
Yeah,
I like where it went. I just liked everything about that particular segment. The flow, the conversation, him as a person, the way that he dealt with things, and to be as young as he is, and to experience things that he's experienced, and the way he's handled everything.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd have to say Maxo for sure.
Okay, mine second one then. We'll try to do separate ones too then. So that's good. My second one was Abe from The Chosen. He ain't my second, but that's like my top three, right? I liked him. Dude, that changed everything for me. Like I feel so good every time I look at clips from it. That's a big step for us right there. And I love the show. So it actually was just a great experience for me in all. I loved every second of that. Who's your second, or who's top three? So he doesn't have to be second. It's just top three.
Well, that's two between Jeff Hamilton, between Maxo. You know what else was actually pretty dope? The hairstylist.
Oh, you liked her a lot, huh? Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle. I don't remember, but shout out to Michelle.
So I think in business, like you're in business, like I'm in business, but we're in two different spectrums of business. And to have somebody on here to converse and talk about the same industry that I'm in, and the downsides, the upsides, and to be able to just grasp a little bit of knowledge, for me, that was actually pretty dope. I mean, there's other guests that I feel like were just top tier and dope, but I think that one was something that kind of helped me, and it was very relatable to where I was at in my business and why things are where they're at.
Okay. I like that. Keep going because I'm trying to think of who's the third. For
Yeah, I actually wanted to look at some stuff and figure out who else it was because I got short-term memory. Yeah. But let's see. Don't do that. But that episode within itself was pretty dope.
Well, I'm gonna have to say this then too because he was a guest, but now he's a co-host. Adrian's changed the game for us on a lot of things. He's brought in a lot of boxers in here, and he's so shout out to Adrian. He was a guest this year, and now look, he's bringing in big boxers and some big names. So I'd have to say him too. Man, it's hard to just do three because there's so many. I'm thinking like obviously Millie's done a lot. Like she's brought a lot of attention to the pod, and she's dope and funny to have on here. Millie's another good one, you know.
I'm trying to think because there was an episode, there was a segment we did, and we came in. I told you, I said, I didn't feel it today. I didn't feel like being here. I just felt off. And then when we got here.
That was Maxo.
It was another, because it was 3 segments in one day. Everything just went like, it was, yes.
It was.
And everything that day, every segment that day was like, yo, this is exactly what I needed. I think who else was on that day with Maxo?
Oh, you liked your boy, High Tone.
Oh, yeah. The one with High Tone was fucking dope. That was a
really good one. And the stuntman was good, too. The one that I just showed you today?
Yes.
What you brought him in, John, what's his name? Gian?
Yep.
He was dope, man. He was dope to bring on. That I was buzzed for that one. So like
the High Tone episode definitely was one for me for sure.
High Tone killed it. He killed it on the pod. He was really good. What is this next question? What have you learned about yourself from what? Looking at the pod?
From hosting the pod.
From hosting the pod? That I was a drunk. That's the biggest thing I learned. I was like, "Fuck, dude."
I mean, I think I've always known it, but I'm a provoker. I provoke shit.
Oh, for sure. But I like that. That's what's funny.
But I think there's a time and a place for it, and I think I realized that I was doing it when it wasn't the time or the place for it. Like I just would provoke shit. I'd be real petty in moments it didn't
during
require.
during the pod.
No, in general. Like
Oh,
it said, what'd you learn about yourself from hosting the pod? So in general, as petty as I was, it was very intentional. I was intentional with my pettiness. And I don't care. Like, fuck your feelings. I don't care how you feel about it. Like, you gonna fight me?
hey.
Like, so what? But it opened me up a little bit like, damn, you know what? Some of this stuff is really uncalled for. It's not even necessary.
Well, I feel like the stop drinking thing was big for me. So like I'm so glad I'm able to do that. It makes me never want to go back to it again. Like I feel cool. I stopped drinking before, but it wasn't the same. This time it's like done. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm like creating a massive blueprint in my head about this. I'm already executing it, so it's not like it's not getting done. It's already getting done, and I love that. I can't wait to see what this next.
I
year
think
has.
something happened that you didn't tell us.
That was well. It's a lot of things.
No, I think you were on a dating app and you got catfished and somebody else showed up at your door and it wasn't who you thought it was.
Man, I have not been.
And
on
you
a
were
dating
drunk.
App. I have not.
That's
been,
what I think happened to you.
I have not been on a dating app in like the first year I got divorced. As my barber put me on it. Shout out to Gianni. He put me on a dating app. He's like, "Hey, get on this, dude." It was just a smash app. It's not even a dating app. Literally, I was just running through these girls on the dating app. It was crazy.
When's the last time you went to the doctors?
Oh, I go. I went not that long ago, actually. I'm good. But it was a smash app. That's all it was. Like, it literally wasn't a dating app. But it was weird, though. Like, literally sitting down, talking to these girls. Oh, another thing. We're just going to say this out loud because I don't give a fuck. This podcast is the best dating app ever. like, dude, I can't tell you the amount of girls I smashed from this podcast. Because of the podcast.
Why don't you just name them all?
I don't gotta no. I literally do not have to go anywhere to meet girls anymore. It's just that easy. I can even go on the podcast and be like, "Oh, this girl looks pretty. Let's just get her on the pod." We go from there.
Interesting. Interesting, sir.
So I'm just like, hey, it is what it is.
I've gotten
great.
no action from the podcast. What am I doing wrong?
And you could. But
Not the cap.
Whoa. Whoa. None. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm okay now. I'm good.
it's just, dude. I've been chilling on that too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've been chilling. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not that person right now, dude. When you get like, my brother was an animal for a while, and I was married at the time. So I'm like, dude, like, he would be telling me like, dude, it's not what you think. It's like I'm tired of it. It's like a sport now. And I was like, dude, how you tired of that? Like, come on. I get it. I'm tired of that shit. It's like a sport.
I was talking to Micah, my business partner, earlier. I went by there. I haven't seen Micah in a while. And I popped up over his house to go grab some stuff, and we ended up talking for like almost an hour. And it was a good conversation, and that conversation opened me up a little bit. And we're getting older.
Yeah.
We as we get older, we should, as men, we should want to mature. We should want to handle situations a little bit differently. If we're doing the same things at our age now that we did in our early 20s, there's something wrong.
The elderly mother.
Well, you know what I'm thinking? This is what's kind of came to my mind. Because you're right, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck about being immature. I rather, dude, I'm so mature when it comes to business. I'm tired of it.
Well,
but
there's areas.
Yeah. Well, let me finish though. So this is what I wanted to say is I want everything in my life now to have purpose and substance, including the person I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm a father to my kids, I want it to have purpose and substance. I don't want to just be a dad to my kids. I want to have purpose and substance to it. Each business, purpose and substance to it. If I'm dating somebody, I don't want to just smash anymore, dude. It's a lot, anyways, right? I want to meet someone and I want to have purpose and substance to them. I don't want to just be this wild, crazy motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm tired. It gets annoying at certain points, and I really think when you start to see yourself and you start to see the things you're doing, you need to have purpose to it. Like, we need to follow our purpose, not just in one area in our life, in every area.
But sometimes people don't have that reflection often. It doesn't happen for everybody.
I know.
In the time you want it in.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm fine with not having that person that I would want, because, dude, I'm not gonna go away from that. These girls are whores, So I'm not going to go settle down with a whore. Like I want purpose and substance to be with the woman. So until I see something like that, I'm not going to commit none of that shit. But I'm not actively being like I was, like just you know what I mean. I mean, men have needs, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna just actively be crazy and do kinds of shit. Like I'm just not doing that. I want everything. Like the girl that I would want to sit down with, she better be extraordinary. You know what I mean? Like I can't, and not a whore, you know, but I don't want to just be out there doing that shit no more.
But that's through your lens, because
Through
you
my
might
lens.
see her extraordinary for sure.
Yeah.
Someone else might be like, oh, she's regular.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be your experience with her.
Well, I'm even thinking too, like it's sometimes it's not even how hot they are, you know.
Oh shit!
Dude,
I just had this conversation with Micah.
Dude, these girls that are super hot, like a lot of them get so much attention, they don't know how to be human beings, dude. They're not going to be like a real human being until they get older, until they're buying their own drinks at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like because they're just so used to attention and getting all that attention when they. All right, let me explain something. All right, God, I don't like bringing personal shit up. I like to like leave that shit at the door. But I'm gonna bring this up. There's this girl I used to be with. I really liked her. She was my girl for a while. I accidentally, well, not accidentally. She came up on my Facebook as like people you know. I clicked on her thing, and she's married and everything with a new kid and all that, and she's still on Facebook talking to dudes, like flirting with guys on her shit, right? And I'm like, what a fucking whore, dude. You know what I mean? Like I look at that as like, dude,
Is she pretty?
she's very pretty.
So this is what when I was talking to Micah earlier. This is one of the conversations that we talked about, and
She's gorgeous, actually.
and we said at this point now we're older. I would much rather have a woman who is a 6.5, a 7, that has the most amazing personality, that is emotionally mature, that is physically mature, that does not mind having a healthy conversation, versus a 10 who has no respect, who doesn't give a fuck about nothing about how you're feeling, and it's like I'm fine. Go, you can have the badass Instagram girl. Go do what you got to do. Go have fun.
Yeah.
Go embarrass yourself. Do that. I don't want that.
It gets annoying, dude, because like you're chilling with them. The conversations are so fucking retarded. But I can
Shallow.
I can get on the retarded level, dude. I love it because
I won't do it.
I like, dude. It's okay. So for me, I feel like you're always on the intelligent tip. That's just who you are. Me, I don't like to be like that. Like I like to dumb myself down because when I'm dealing with other business partners and things like that, I have to be. It's like forcing myself. I'm uncomfortable all the time. Not uncomfortable like I'm more uncomfortable like this is annoying. Like okay, it's almost like you're flexing a muscle for a long time, and I'm sick of it. Like my whole life is professional. Dude, it gets so annoying to me because that's not who I am. I like to be off the chain. You know what I mean? And
Well, that's me too. I'm that, but I think where I've adjusted is because most of my life I was always the underdog. I was always told what I could not do. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't achieve that. It was always that. So
I almost think we're always going to be that anyways. We're Mexican and black.
And that
it's
right
just
there,
the way it is.
It's the way it is for sure.
I mean, and look where we grew up.
And
then
seemingly I'm okay with it. So I don't do things now with the motive of, hey, look it, I told you, I showed you. No, it's more so I got to show myself. Because you've been doubted for so long, I just want to be able to accomplish what I want to accomplish. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats.
So who said that on there? To be a king, get a queen, you got to be a king. Who put that? Yeah, it's
Caterino.
Okay, I don't know. This is Facebook. Shout out to Facebook, man. We really like so
It says to be a king, to get a queen, you have to be a king.
no, you can, the thing is you can what's
a court jester can get a queen.
yeah.
So I don't necessarily agree with that. Because
Yeah, explain yourself.
I know so many clowns that have amazing queens.
The thing is what do you define as a queen? Because these women out here are not queens, man. I'm sorry. And if you think a working woman is a queen, a successful woman is a queen, sometimes they're the most insufferable people to deal with as a person. So, I mean, like define queen. You know what I mean? You got to define that. because a woman's definition of queen is not a man's definition of queen. I'll tell you that right now. You guys think big boss, a woman that has a dope ass career is a queen and all that. Like, I'm not saying they're not, but a lot of them, dealing with them, I've dealt with those girls that have successful businesses and things like that, and they're a pain in the ass, dude.
That's why that question I asked before, and I said, what makes you that woman? No, we're all queens and kings. We all are. But are you speaking in the sense of really getting royalty? Are you speaking in the sense of having somebody that's going to be in front of you? I mean, if you ever played chess, you know the queen is the most important piece on the board. And I believe that equates over to life as well, too. And a lot of women are queens. They really are. And women get fucked up men. So that statement, I don't know. I don't agree with you got to be a king to have a queen type of thing. It's almost like
I think there's a lot of okay. If we're gonna go in like maybe a direction that you're trying to say, I think there's a lot of kings out there that can't find queens. They're finding Jezebels. These that think they're queens. So when you're trying to say like you got to find a queen, like what do you? Because if you're a ran through girl and you try to call yourself a queen, that's not a queen. Nobody wants a ran through chick.
okay.
We'll
here we
smash
go.
her.
There we go. Can you see the whole thing? I can't see the whole.
Queen is your wife. I'm just saying.
We got to open it up a little
open
bit.
it up more, please. A queen is your wife. I'm just saying the way you go in a relationship is the way you go out.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I hear a lot of times people say you are who you are. When somebody shows you who they are, pay attention. However, sometimes people are who they are because of their situation they've been involved in and what they've been shown all their lives. So to say that the way you go in a relationship is the way you go out, somebody can come into your life and change your whole perspective on life. So the way you went into it, selfish, argumentative, disrespectful, you may not even go through that relationship halfway in that same manner because the person that God sent for you truly begin to change your views on everything. So that's more so saying that everybody is going to be who they are and they're stuck where they're at no matter what, which, again, is not the case. I met somebody recently who changed my whole perspective on so many different things that I never thought would happen.
Who?
Mimi.
I'm just saying.
So my whole perspective on life and how I look at things, how I even view myself and how I talk to my daughter and how I talk to my sons, the way that I approach things now is very much so different than it was a year ago. And so, no, I go in one way. I'm not the same way I was 8 months ago. I'm not. I went through a full divorce. I've been apart from my ex-wife for almost 9 months now. I'm not the same person. People around you who want to see you win can help you elevate mentally, emotionally, and physically. So the way you go into something, if you go into prison, which is supposed to rehabilitate you, everybody don't come out the same way. So no, that statement of, you're just saying the way you go in a relationship is the way you come out, not at all. Get with the right person and watch how you change. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it is I can agree with them at some point. That's the way I went out, you know what I'm saying?
But that was a choice and you never matured.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have the right person that was there to help you see through a different lens.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But like, she ain't wrong.
Mm-mm.
But because I think it takes a lot for a man to change. I think a man doesn't want to change. It doesn't change until he actually wants to change.
There we go.
So, I mean, like me,
you have to want it.
I didn't want to change. I was good. But when you start getting that mirror put in front of you, I almost feel like I'm blessed to have that mirror in front of me. Because damn, I would have not stopped what I was doing. I would have died doing what I was doing, I think. But I'm glad I had the mirror in front of me. I can see what's up, and I can make changes. And it's better for everybody that I make these changes for both businesses. It's better for my kids, for everything, dude. I'm doing is better. So I'm making these changes, and I think that's what happened. Is a dude needs to want to change. I think it's harder for a female to change. Let me say why though.
I'm listening.
I think it's harder for a female to change because everything's telling them they don't have to. Everything is telling a man they have to because it affects their pockets, it affects their relationships, it affects
Even the woman tells him he has to change.
Yes, everything. So it's different for a man. A woman, you're fine just the way you are. Even your friends, you could be ugly and fat as hell, and your friends will be like, "You look great, queen. You look good, queen." You can look terrible, but on social media, motherfuckers still want to smash. So it's like you don't. A lot of women just don't have to change because there's somebody out there, like a lot of
It's
dudes
gonna
out there
deal with their bullshit.
that will deal with it and smash. So women don't have like the incentive. If a man's stupid, we fail in life. If a woman's stupid, they just get an OnlyFans.
Bro, a woman
Damn.
doesn't have to do much at all. If a woman's at a bus stop and a man drives past and sees how beautiful she is, he will pick her up and help change her life.
Yeah.
If a woman drives past and see a man at the bus stop, look at this bum.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Look at this bum. Oh, shit, girl. And if a girl starts dating somebody that is of that statue, his homegirls are talking shit to her. I mean, her homegirls are talking shit to her.
Yep.
Girl, why you fucking with that bum? He ain't got shit. He ride a bus. He ain't got this. He ain't got
Yeah.
that. But on the flip side, when it's the woman, it's like, yo, bro, you about to build her up. I said, oh, you got a bad one. Where you meet her at the bus stop? Oh, shit.
Put it this way: a man will marry a McDonald's worker. A woman will not do that. If you really think about
They
it,
will, but it's far and few in between.
yeah. But if you look, but the percentage is crazy, right? And if you look at that, like who's the real romantics then? If you think about it, the man. You guys are marrying because you guys need him for his money and what he can provide. We're the ones saying we're going to provide for you, for that person. So the whole thing is like, that's why a lot of you whores out there are just not getting wifed up. I mean, you might think, oh, I don't need to be wifed up. Trust me, when you hit 40 and you're at the bar alone and your friends are getting smashed, your younger friends are getting smashed, you're going to be like, what the fuck did I do? But none of you are going to realize that until you're older.
But a lot of women, their windows are closing. This is my thoughts on this. These women who were wholesome in their 20s and wholesome in their 30s, they start hitting their 40s and 50s, and you notice their dressing changes. They start wearing less and less because now I can't walk in with this beautiful face anymore,
Yeah.
and my titties are perked all the way up, and I have my ass. I could be fully clothed. I could still pull a man. Now your window's closing now, and now everything about you has to shift and change. So now you start wearing less to reveal more, to catch more eyes and catch everything you want to catch now, because you still want somebody to take care of all your bills and pay this and pay that, because you want your nails done, you want this, you want that. But the window is closing.
And you know what's funny about women too is they try to say what men want. You guys try to tell us what we should want. We're not over here telling you what you should want. Men have to know at least bullet points of what you want in order to smash. We're the ones pursuing you. We're the ones that are going after you. So we got to know what women want, at least enough to get in their pants, right? Women don't got to know shit we want. They just got to spread their legs. They ain't got to know shit.
Women just got to exist, and they're going to be found.
So you guys don't study nothing. You guys don't figure out what men want. You don't care what they want. But the thing is, though, when it's time for marriage and all that, then you start wondering why he's distant. Why does he have side chicks? Why does he have all this shit? Because you ain't giving him shit he wants, and that side chick is.
Bro, the simple things matter so much. To reach out to a dude that you're talking to, a man you like, a man you're dating, you're in a relationship with, and to ask him, how is your day going? Hey, babe, have you eaten today? Let me make sure you eat today. Hey, you know what? Just come over here and relax with me for a little while. Those little, small, simple things go a long way for men. Hey, you know what? I'm proud of you today. I realize you had a rough month and you made it through. You know what? You dealt with so much. We're about to go take a drive. Initiate some of those things of that nature, and they go a long way for us men.
You know what's crazy is I don't even want that from women no more. Because I feel like it's all trap now. Like, I don't trust that shit. Like I look at it as I don't even need that shit from you because you guys just don't give it out. So I don't want to. I'm not. Women. I don't give a fuck. They will never see all my cards ever. I have, and it's not like I'm intentionally not trying to show you my cards. It's that it's like a blocker in my head now, where you're just not gonna see it. I'm not going to be a certain way in front of you. I'm not going to show you certain things. It's just not going to happen. And there's a lot of men out there like that. They're just not going to show you because you will use it against them at some point. And that's the problem we have. And it's inevitable. You see these massive celebrities. Shaq's even talked about this. I've seen him talk. I've seen so many people talk about this. You cannot show a woman all your cards. You just can't.
We talk about how damaged women are and how women have been fucked over and women have been done wrong. I don't think society really realizes the end of the stick that the men get. Men are expected to show up every single day no matter what they're dealing with. You can't go home and say, hey, I don't have any food to put on the table tonight. Well, you better go figure that shit out. I don't give a fuck what you're going through.
Shit.
Go figure it out.
I know a girl that got $30 Zelle to her or Cash App to her because she licked her elbow. Like dumb shit. Men can't be doing that shit. Like,
No.
hey, she's broke. She's like, I need some money. And she goes, yeah, this guy just sold me $35 because he said I wanted to watch you try to lick your elbow. So she did it and he did that. Like girls get money for stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean,
if we're broke, we're fucking broke. We can't get money for licking our elbow.
no, it's a difference because no matter what men are going through, the expectation is that you must show up. So even though you said you don't even want that anymore, I don't care how you might say that, it feels good to get it. Whether you feel like it's a trap or not.
Yeah,
for a woman that you're into to tell you, yo, I'm really proud of you. You're resilient.
But it almost feels uncomfortable now.
And that's perfectly fine. You got to be uncomfortable to grow.
Yeah, well, I'm just like, I'd rather just don't say it to me. I'd rather you just not. Unless you really fucking mean it.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, dude. Do they really fucking mean that shit? Like so
that situational. It depends on who you're dealing with. That's very situational.
It's hard to say that situational. These bitches don't give a fuck, dude. They really don't. They just don't give a
Then
fuck.
stop dealing with bitches. I mean, math problem is solved. Stop dealing with bitches.
It's just that's all there is.
Find you. No, I disagree. There's a lot of them out there that don't care about a man's feelings. They don't care about anything. But there's a lot of women that actually do care, and it's.
Yeah, they're ugly as fuck.
You got no. You gotta do the proper vetting. You gotta really pay attention to what's going on. You gotta pay attention to what's around you. You really have to engage and have the conversations that are hard to have. You feel uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable for a minute. Allow her to speak into. Women should be speaking life into us, just like we should be speaking life into them.
Yeah.
So women should be encouraging us. Women should be showing up for us. Women should be doing things, especially if they're into you. If you're dating a woman and she's not showing up for you, what the fuck are you doing there?
Yeah.
If she's not showing up for you, if she's not encouraging you, if she's not checking on you throughout your day, yes, we all get busy. But it takes fucking 7 seconds to send a text message. Not even that. Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you feeling right now? That takes nothing. So if a woman's not doing these things for you as a man, why are you there accepting below bare minimum? It's the reality.
Yeah.
But we've been trained that no matter what's going on, you stay put and you just pour into her. I need to be poured into too. I need to be poured. I need my cup to be refilled sometimes because I'm constantly pouring into people. So if the person that I love and is next to me is not able to pour back into me when I need it the most, you don't need to be around me.
You know what I think? I'm gonna get a little spiritual on this one. Is I think that I've learned is I've always had a lot of friends, a lot of people around me, right? And this last year, like these last few years, I cut a lot of people off for a lot of shit. Okay. Well, let me go over some other stuff. I go to the restroom. Yeah. But I had a lot of people. I cut a lot of people off this year because they tried to do me dirty. So I just look at it as, you know what? I'm away for Markeith. But we'll get into some other shit real quick. Hey, JV Media, do you want to go over who was your guys' top guest that you guys liked this year? We're gonna go with John first. You do one. You can say it, and I'll say it. Okay, Dad Academy is St. John. What about you, Vernice? Oh, okay. Who's your second? If you guys have questions too, throw them in the chat, and we'll get to them. We're gonna have the Barbarian on at 7. He's not here yet, right? No. Okay. We're gonna have him on at 7:00, and then we're having our DNR, our New Year's special, at 8:15 to sign the new year off, right? But Yeah, we got a lot going on, guys. You're gonna see a lot in the future for this next year. It's gonna be big. Kobe. Oh, Kobe's dope. I like Kobe even on the DNR. I feel like yeah, dude. That was one of my favorite DNRs we did.
It was dope.
That was a good. I loved it, man. We were on a roll that day, all of us.
I mean, shit between me, you, Micah, and Kobe, it was it was actually it was what it was supposed to be.
We get a bigger studio and we get a bigger room eventually. We'll be able to get more people in here and do more shit.
Or just knock a wall out.
I know. If I buy this place, I can because he told me I can't knock walls out right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
I know. He walks in here a lot though. He comes in here, and then he has a guy that comes, and he rats on anything. If the fence is a little crooked, anything,
Damn.
he rats.
That sucks.
Ratas. But what else? What else you want to go over?
Hold on. I got something right here. Let me just look at this real fast. Don't go nowhere. Let's see. 45, 47.
I think one of the best podcasts we did though was Old School Becky Lou. Us three. That was a good podcast.
Well, we've had a lot of good. We've had segments where we've struggled to have the conversations. Won't say who was at fault, but we've had those for sure.
Yeah.
And then we've had episodes and segments where the flow was just organic and it was just
dope.
natural for sure. The Becky Lou one was actually pretty dope.
That was one of my I think one of our best ones that we've ever did. It was the back and forth of all three of us that were just killer. It was a killer pod. Yeah, that was a good one. Black Mike, and Millie. That was one of the funniest podcasts.
I just couldn't tell if Millie was really giving us real stories or they were her comedic,
comedy stories.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
I don't know. She licks ass, so
she probably does.
She'll be on today at 8:15, guys. So you'll have Millie back on. Shout out to Millie.
She looks like she licks ass. That's crazy. That's insane. Shit. Should order some food.
Yeah. What else? What else you said? You had something?
Well, these are kind of. These are actually for the DNR.
Yeah, we'll wait for those. For
these are some good ones, but these are ones that are gonna go on. These are actually,
I want to start incorporating Howlers and Baaz in some of the questions. So we got to explain to these girls what Howler and a Baaz is, right? We used to do that a lot, especially me and Ronnie. We used to do that shit all the time. We just haven't done it. So a Howler would be just basically a leader, and a Baaz is a follower. So it's like
But I don't think most of them even realize that this is wolves over sheep. I don't think people actually realize what it is either. Without even knowing what the leader and the followers are, I don't think they even realize what the words are.
So we'll go like, we're not even saying it's alpha male. Like I kind of don't really care for that word alpha male, but like let's just say that's the best way to kind of bring it is like a Howler would be like an alpha male, a leader, even a leader of leaders, things like that. Like I'd say like a business owner or a person that's high up in a career, someone that's built themselves. You know what I mean? And then a Baaz is a follower, just follows the crowd and doesn't do shit or they just follow the crowd, lazy, whatever. So we'll explain what a Howler and a Baaz is to these girls, and because I got some questions in there that it shows. Oh, Howler, Baaz, like what would a Howler man be to you? So we can kind of incorporate that into the new segments. I want to really give ourselves our own identity this year, like completely give ourselves our own identity and start really. It's cool to have little gimmick things, you know what I mean? Like something that states what it is. I mean, it still means something, and we can have.
I think the DNRs have curated a sense of an identity, especially with the questions that roll out and how we go. I think that has begun to create an identity for sure.
And we stand separate, I think. Shout out to Fresh and Fit and the Whatever podcast and even Rolly and Michael Sartain. We are different from them, I believe. Like they have their own. They all have their own dating and relationship podcast, but ours is a little different. We kind of come up with a different. Okay, so let me explain. I'm not trying to throw salt on any of this stuff, but a lot of these guys that have dating relationship podcasts, when they were younger, they fully admitted that they used to not get bitches. So the way they think is how they got women now, and how that is like. I feel like our generation, not and us, we've always gotten bitches, right? We've always had women since probably like I've always had girls since like junior high school, and even elementary school and shit. I'm sure you have too, So we see things from a different angle. I feel like, and a lot of these guys talk about, well, all these guys who used to have all the girls during high school and things like that, and even right out of high school, these guys didn't learn until they were in their 20s. A lot of these guys, just so you know, dude, they were virgins till they were like 20, 22 years old. They talk about it openly on the podcast.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but damn,
I know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the thing is, we already had. Okay, this is what they talk about a lot, just so you understand. They talk about how the woman had more experience dealing with the opposite sex. That's why they know how to deal with them more than men did. And they are right for their section, but not us. I feel like we had more we had more experience than a lot of women did when we were growing, because we would date a lot, be with a lot of girls, and the girl would want to just be with us, right? That's how a lot of it was back in the day. So I think we kind of came up with that experience. So I think our questions, the way we flow, the way we talk to these women is different than the way a lot of other people do, because they're not coming at them from the same angle we have. You know what I mean? Yeah. Our angle's different. Not downplaying them, because to be honest, dude, I like all those guys. I like Fresh and Fit. I like Michael Sartain, Broly. I like how they come at things, and understanding their views are actually, they're really good. It's just we have different experiences, and I can see we have a little bit of different things that we would explain differently than they would, because we see things from a different angle. They're pulling right now. I mean, they're pulling everything, dimes all day, but it's just they didn't have women till they were like in their 20s. And they were playing. Some of them said they were playing video games all day and things like that, and they didn't have any chicks. So they're making up for lost time. And you know how that goes. You kind of like a dog off the leash after that. You kind of just, and they're the same ones that they don't think that they should be the ones pleasing the women. That women is there to please them, for sexual.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
That's very weird to me, because I definitely want to please my woman. Like,
well, it's not even
no other way around it.
To me, it's not even just about pleasing, because they're the ones that say it's feminine to please women. To eat. I'm trying. Yeah, they say that.
I mean,
they say that.
I firmly believe in pleasing my woman, and I'm just not even talking about orally. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about I want to please my woman in all aspects, in the intimate aspect. That's crazy to hear somebody say that.
Yeah, they think that. I mean, I get what they're saying.
I don't.
But on what the way they're trying to think, this is what I think they're doing. I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to like create their own lane for like, okay, they want women to believe this. You know what I'm saying? They want
it's gay.
Yeah, they want women to believe that.
It's gay.
But it's not something you can make somebody believe. Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I always get all vulgar, but dude, I started eating pussy when I was like 12 years old.
I thought you were about to say 9. I would say that's crazy. 12 is crazy.
Dude, I was my neighbor. I just practicing. I was like, well, let's go.
That's crazy. Like, what city were you living in?
That was Bloomington.
Damn.
Yeah.
I lived in Bloomington too. I didn't experience that type of shit. That's crazy.
She was a couple years older than me. She was a black chick. That was the first punani I was eating.
You said you got some poon poon.
I got some poon poon.
That's crazy. I said at 12 years old, I was already eating the box.
He said Boomba. That was the first punani I ate.
I mean, that's a crazy introduction for a 12-year-old. Like, you're 12, and it's like, hey, let me show you something.
I was rolling up on her though, like trying to, you know what I mean? I was rolling up on her.
So you already knew about.
I was trying. I didn't know. I never eaten it before. I was like, let's go, and we went in the closet, and I was just eating her up.
How big was the closet?
It was a big closet. You could walk in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
That was the first time, man.
I mean, I lost my virginity at 13, and that was some stupid shit. Like, she was 17, 18. shouldn't have happened. I mean, that right there is predatory behavior. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. Like, what the hell is an 18-year-old young woman doing with a 13-year-old boy? Like, what are you doing?
That's crazy. And they're doing that shit like on the regular, and they're not even getting in trouble for it now. That's crazy.
It's uncalled for, but
Should we close out? We got the guests here yet?
yes, we should.
Okay, yes, we have some time, huh? Okay, so
Let's order some food.
we have a 7 o'clock coming in. We might be a little late. I don't know what time he's getting here, but we have a 7 o'clock. So stay tuned, and it's gonna be a big day today, big night. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas,
This is Ambishun, the Black Cup.
and we are out. Peace.
See y'all at 7.